Nathan Judah. I'm here with Wolves reporter Tim Spiers. Tim, pre-game all talk was about Steve Bruce and Aston Villa and him galvanising this team and this club, but really, looking at the game, Wolves will be disappointed not to leave with all 3 points.
Yeah, it was 2 points dropped at the end. I think they'd have taken a point beforehand. I think it's one we looked at with the new manager bounce, big derby away game. Wolves have lost two on the spin. Thought we'd take a point. You know, it's wanted to end that kind of mini losing run ahead of going to Brighton on Tuesday. But yeah, I mean, they completely dominated the second half. Spurned chances, a couple of really vital blocks from Villa, and they just couldn't get that goal. It's just really frustrating because it's probably as good as they've played under Zenga.
Second half, for sure.
Yeah, not an overall 90-minute performance, but start the second half and then a couple of patches after that, they were almost unplayable. You know, particularly Costa. And they could have scored 3 or 4 easily and should have done.
Started off very defensively though.
They did, yeah. It was a bit of a strange team selection. I didn't think it really worked with Onyege on the left. It was a bit of a surprise to see him up there. And it was kind of a flat start to the game actually. It really kind of picked up as the first half went on, really feisty, loads of challenges flying in. Atmosphere picked up, a couple of penalties. Referee decided to make it interesting.
It was interesting.
I mean, his judgment was
horrendous.
Shocking, more impaired than yours after 2 bottles of wine last night at the Real Awards.
Let's not go into that 6 AM Spiers.
Yeah, let's not. Yeah.
No.
He was absolutely shocking. I mean, he's missed Grealish kicking at Cody. He's missed a blatant Wolves penalty in the second half. It's just some truly bizarre decisions. Matt Doherty skipped past 2 players. He's racing into the Villa half. He gets his ankle kind of clipped a little bit, but he carries on. Ref blows for a foul.
Yeah, incredible.
Play on.
And then Zenga's going mental on the touchline, as you can quite understand, and then he gets a warned.
See, there's been quite a few dodgy refereeing performances for Wolves this season, and Zenga's kind of kept stum afterwards and not really criticised them, but it's all changed today.
Yeah, he's gone.
He's completely gone today. Yeah, no, he just says it was a 100% blatant penalty, and Grealish kicked out at Cody, and he said it was just absolutely shocking. Yeah. Which it was, so you can't really look at it any other way. Really poor refereeing performance. I don't think you can say that. I don't think you can blame the fact Wolves haven't won on that, because they created so many chances that they should have won.
Yeah.
But when you're on top in that second half, you're swarming all over Villa, and you should be given a penalty to take the lead, then you've got a right to feel very aggrieved.
Well, I'd say a game of 3 penalties, really, wasn't it? Because that's a nailed-on Stonewall penalty down here. Second half.
Yeah, well, that's the one. Yeah. That's the one. It's absolutely shocking. He's about to shoot from 15 yards, and he's just bundled into the back of him. I think it was Micah Richards. Yeah. There's nothing else you can say other than it was a penalty.
Costa, fantastic today.
Yeah, he was great. It was a bit of a shame he got taken off actually. I presume he was a bit tired. Yeah. But Villa didn't know how to handle him at the start of the second half. He was just careering through midfield.
Micah Richards had a little party on board when the subs ball.
I don't think it was any coincidence that he got taken off. He had an injury apparently. And just started limping quite unconvincingly. Yeah. And soon got taken off. No, we had him on toast. He was fantastic. Caballero did well when he came on as well. I thought Bod Bosson was superb, leading the line.
The second half he played a lot better. I think linked up well.
Yeah, he did some fantastic flick-ons. He's so good in the air.
No, Dicko not quite there yet, but he's getting in the positions. You can see him, can't you, making those runs, making those darts.
There were a couple of nice link-ups with Bod Bosson. He had that one kind of half chance, but he snatched at it, and it's not the Dicko that we know, but it's going to take a bit of time for him to get back in the swing of it. But a great option to have off the bench anyway, and I'm sure that's the role he'll play in the next few weeks.
But at least they've stopped that rut. Okay, checker trade in the middle, but of those 2 successful defeats, exactly. You know what I mean. So they needed to. It just shows the big games they really do play well.
They do. They turn it on. We saw it at Blues away. We saw it at Newcastle away. The big stage, the big crowd, the big atmosphere. Yeah. You know, these are big game players. These guys from Benfica. You know, they're not here to play away at Barnsley.
No, they're not.
They're here to play in these games and get into the Premier League.
Are they here to play away at Brighton on Tuesday night? That's the question.
Very good. Yeah. Huh? Well, we'll see. I think if they carry on that momentum from the second half into the first half at Brighton, then they can definitely pull off a result there. I think we're starting to see now that there's a really decent Wolves team in here, and it's just about that consistency, and we keep saying it. And I think they always look a goal threat, and if they tighten up at the back, which they did today, they're pretty solid. Then they've got the makings of a really decent team.
Yeah, we'll be there on Tuesday night at the Amex. For the post-match reaction on this one, make sure you log on to expressandstar.com.